Hello and welcome to RAD 320 Advanced Patient Care for Medical Imaging. My name is Chris Gibbons. I'm going to be your instructor for this course for the next 6 weeks. I'm also the chair of the Medical Imaging Program and assistant chair of the Healthcare Administration Program. What I want to do in this video is give you kind of a general overview of the course. This is not meant to be a complete overview. So nothing works better than looking at the syllabus yourself and looking at it in detail. So one of the things I want you to do as soon as you're done watching this overview is please go out and print that syllabus, review it, and then put it in your textbook and you'll be all set. It's always great to have the syllabus printed out. All right, so advanced patient care for medical imaging. What are we going to be talking about over the next 6 weeks, and how can you be successful in this course? This course is really the best way I tell students to think about it is think of it like 3 mini courses where we are drawing in 3 major elements required for patient care in today's healthcare and especially the landscape of medical imaging environment. The first one is pharmacology. We're going to spend 3 weeks on pharmacology. The second one will be law and ethics, where we'll do kind of one module on that. And then the third section, or I think of them as units, there's basically 3 units. One will be drugs, pharmacology. One is legal and ethical issues. And then number 3 is going to be patient-specific issues for advanced imaging in the modalities of CT and MRI. And in that section, we're going to do some really interesting stuff with what is called Quizlet to study for that and to kind of look at that. So we'll be introducing some interesting ways to present material to you in that final unit. So think of this course as really kind of 3 mini courses or 3 units. Okay, but even though we have the 3 components of the course, there is some common themes to them. So kind of looking at my notes here, one of the things that we'll have every week is a learning activity. So this may be like this week, I believe the very first week of the class, you're going to have a Word document where you type in some answers, do the dreaded crossword puzzle, but fill in those answers, save it to a Word document, and then submit that for grading. Why do we have learning activities? You have 6 of them. You have them every week. Learning activities reinforce what you're doing. So I recommend look at the learning activity first. Print it out. You can print out, I think, all the learning activities. You can print them out, whether screen capture or right-click print or download. You can get all of those. And then as you're reading the material, you'll find the answers. So it's not that hard. I'm going to say it's not overly difficult. It may be a little extra time consuming, but it shouldn't be that hard if you're doing the 2 in tandem together. We found that has worked. Students have told me that is the way they do it. Basically, get it done as you're doing your reading assignments. So you have learning activities every week. And then you'll have a quiz kind of to tie it off in a bow every week for that content that you've learned. We'll have a question of the week. For most weeks except this week, in the first week of the class. But you'll have a question of the week, your discussion topic that you'll do. Please be aware of word counts. I do count the words of your posting, not only the content, but count the words. And the best way to do word count is write everything, and this is what I try to do, is I try to do everything in Microsoft Word, and it very easily gives you the number of words that you have, and then I copy and paste that into my postings. Plus it helps me with grammar and spelling and makes everything look a little bit better. So please do that for your word count so you don't get into trouble for your question of the week. Now, if you remember, as I said, the course is basically 3 units or 3 mini courses. Each one of those mini courses is going to have a unit paper, and that, I believe, is 2 to 3 pages, APA format. Again, we'll have more details in the syllabus, but I want to make sure that you're aware that there is a unit paper due for each. Best plan to do is to start your unit papers early. get working on those so you're not stressed out the week or the weekend before it's due trying to do that paper. So please do some planning. Now, with that being said, and I think I mentioned this also in the week in review that we're going to be having shortly, but this course is 6 weeks long. It is very fast. Most of our courses here at Mercy College are 8 weeks long, but because summer is kind of short anyway, we only have 12 versus 16 weeks in a semester. We have these 6-week courses. So please be careful, plan accordingly. If you've had an 8-week course already, know that this is going to be a skosh faster. So please be careful about that. Allot yourself a little extra time this week and every week throughout this course so you're not stressed trying to meet deadlines. Okay, so that's kind of I led into the sort of keys for the success of this course is planning a little bit ahead, especially now. This is a 6-week course. The other thing is to make sure that you're watching that course news frequently. I will put a feature in there called Week in Review, where I talk about the week's assignments and also recap the previous week's activities. Please watch those week in reviews. They typically run about 5 minutes. And any other important information I will be putting in course news. I like to use course news almost like an active blog for you as you're going through this course. Please make sure you're looking at all the news entries. Could be some important and interesting information in there. And of course, important updates about the course as we're going through it. Because we may have to change things as we go through. That does happen where we maybe have to change course on something a little bit. I will let you know through course news. The other key factor for success in this class is communication. We only have 6 weeks. It's very quick. If you have any difficulties, problems, questions, something I did was unclear, which, believe it or not, I can do that. It could be an unclear. I think it's clear to me, but maybe it's not clear to you. Let me know. Communicate with me. You can do email, text message, cell phone, office phone, myriad of ways to get a hold of me. Pick which one you like. I like text message for short, quick questions. There's also virtual office. Forgot about that. Please don't forget about virtual office. But for short, quick questions, text message is great. I like to measure my response time in minutes versus in hours or days to you. So text messaging, which I've been doing now for about a year, has worked out phenomenal. So please give that a shot if you need that. All that information is on the course overview page for my cell phone. All right. So that kind of covers the class in a nutshell. Please take a moment, print out that syllabus, and then after you're done watching the course overview, if you haven't done already, please go out and watch the week in review for this week, Module 1, Week 1. And as always, thank you for watching.